karibuni sana. Do enjoy. My name is Shmani, still SH Money. Please, money.
Yeah, you heard it. But karibuni sana, let us know how your weekend has been. For us, has been amazing. How's you girls been? How is you right now?
I'm not doing good.
We know you're suffering.
Yeah, very bad.
You'll be okay.
Yes, I will. What did you do?
What did you do? That is the right question.
The question is, what did you do?
I overate.
What did you try that you didn't?
Sorry about
Shmani,
that.
how was your
Stick to
weekend?
your diet.
But your weekend was dope?
Mine was amazing. I had fun. Yeah.
Okay. You was outside. You was outside. You was outside.
I was outside. I went for basketball, and I just had amazing time. Spent time with good people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay. But yes, karibuni sana, you had it. Mine was amazing. I can't complain. Busy Saturday as usual, always in the studio. So my Saturdays, I can't even count them part of the weekend anymore. So
Sunday you need a Monday to be part of your weekend.
To be resting. To be resting.
Well, you are overworking. Well, I'm overeating. You are overworking.
Independent black women.
I have to look for this money, manze.
You have to overwork.
Hey, you know, those times, manze, you were jobless and you used to ask yourself, nikapata tu job mimi niko too busy all the time.
Manze.
Ndio Mungu anakupatia
Working
chenye
under
unataka.
pressure.
Ndio hiyo si ati nini. I'm working under pressure right here. But karibuni sana. My weekend was amazing. Of course, Saturday right here. Sunday I was busy. I can't say nothing much. So yeah, that was how my weekend was.
But
yes, for those
fantastic. I was busy overeating, and I'm facing the consequences of overeating.
Yes, but karibuni sana family, let us know how your weekend was, and to our first time listeners, karibuni sana, kindly subscribe, and to our Black Hot Fire Network family, kindly as you tune in, whether you shall be catching this on a replay, smash that like button as a must as you tune in. Karibuni sana. Shall be getting back to 1 more 2 3 music as we come back with our quote of the day. Playing right now, this is Wangeshi featuring Brooklyn Boys, and the name of the jam is Mzigo. Mzigo inamaanisha luggage. Luggage, you know.
Allow me kwanza nijiintroduce na nitaweza kukuseduce.
Don't listen to Shmani and Katie.
Nyinyi mnamsaka mnatafuta home, mimi natafuta ganzi niongeze boost. Hii ni show siwezi assume madila na hii game.
Hata magwado ni mzito.
And you keep in. Wangeshi, where have you been? Minimal got to clean. Watabwa, washabah, mashata, watahan, tasaban, albahan, nalafan. Muna mess na independent girl. Tunawacha yenduka. Meni kufia kufa. Niliwambia buda sipende sana. Nataka chalio manga. Ananiwacha kama Millicent kwa kitan. Is that your rapper? Minga nifanya baki fan. Of course you party kama si payday. Bitch don't party, grab your ticket. Still demanding street cred. Kama si uradi gotire. Malgan safi. Shika mambire. Shika manbaba. Shika matire. I can't wait no mzigo yipiko. Of course you party kama si payday. Bitch don't party, grab your ticket. Still demanding street cred. Kama si uradi gotire.
Yes, and my quote of the day today says, may your clothes be comfy, may your coffee be strong, and may your Monday be short. Good morning to everyone who's just joining us, and karibuni sana.
My quote of the day says, when life gives you Monday, dip it in glitter and sparkle all day.
My quote of the day, it's Monday. We're about to have a good day, week, and good energy.
Copy my beats, bro. Nyini waki.
It's all about Monday quotes
Happy
today.
Monday.
Happy Monday, bana.
Carpet you.
As much as you're suffering, you're struggling. You're surviving.
I'm very happy by this.
Skinny freshy. Got track na queen Wangeshi.
As long as I can talk, I'm very happy.
The rest can handle itself.
The rest can handle itself.
Period.
Usilete uded,
The only
Usilete
thing I
uded.
believe
Tunakika
is
his.
the one that limits me from talking.
Katie, you're sick.
I'm not.
She can never be sick from talking.
Oh my
I'm
God,
not.
she's just loud.
And loud too.
I'm expecting her to be at least,
Unajua hadi kita anaweza kukushautia akiwa mgonjwa.
Yeah.
Anaisha kitu lakini
As long as I'm able to talk, I'm not sick. I'm just suffering from inconveniences of the body.
2 weeks ndo drop ifike, sindio shinda ndo msiskike. Arrestin zako drop iskike, short na bongo from quarter ticket. Allow me peg and listen, niko kwa trust toke inje. Na malog na siza finje, kitrust no kabla mzikinde. Bop pia na tiny kinye, confirm ni kabla uitise. Na mvaka za ground na nina maklaka kabla nitishe. Na turn out, kabla zikishe. Na mini ya smoke, wako na touch na nitishe. Tuko
kabime kushinda, just don't touch it. Mkwanja first, afu tuberonge baadaye, tuberonge. Hii charge simi na kutaka charger, ina charge faster. I'm back to the throne, na mamori mashatas. Thunderman minitona Loki, akibiru Asgard. Kimbala na zoza zile za kishaglangu na my shoulder. Anadiki ganja, sare story za kuongelea demo na toju kumaster. Brrrr, stay na plata. Boxer, TVS, Skygo. Senke na rumba bila kagua banja. Kerekezo nishike za manasta.
All the way to Switzerland. And you should meet you. The Black on Fire Radio.
Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Master mrenga gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Fuck your mother, yasa. Itakuwa case closed. Check the dosh na funuka master. Itakuwa case closed. Mrenga ni gazla. Itakuwa case closed. Master mrenga gazla.
Jibag madiwa, lafu tibag maziwa, napelekea wife. Keep off marima, niko sipping mamzinga, usinaribia side. Niko na fruity loops na passion, as me ripe yani full of life. One mic ilinipewa bera, kawe ni mjanja, tuishie Trumfa East. Wametokea na Vitski KDB 5-seater, ambia bitch wako atoke, kuna mziza job 5 mfinyo. Jajika uligonge hustler, mansa mburu, mini rustler, na niko na lanka muru. Into the battle, Mia was the face closed. Na kama nitaka, welcome to Gamla. Case closed.
Yes.
Fuck your mother, yes, aha.
Itakuwa case close. Mrenga ni gazla. Ha.
You had it. That is Wakari Nali Case Close, playing right here on the Black Fire Network radio station. And of course, this is the media for the 21st century. My name is Joby, and you're listening to the Rhythm Scoop Show, Arts, Entertainment, and Culture. KTN Shumani in the building. And of course, it is 16 minutes past 4 p.m. right here in the 254 1616. For those who are in it, I'm 24 hour clock. I'm in 12 hour clock.
Happy hour.
Ati 4 minutes to the happy hour.
Unajenge kwa darasa umetolewa nje walai. Wewe ndio wale mabackbencher mlikuwa na jokes sana.
Unakuanga free drink.
Amenikumbusha, there was this time I was in class 5 and then our science teacher asked which fruits provides us with the oil. Kai, dem alikuwa amelala akasema cha orange. Imagine, alitolewa mbio mbaya.
Guy.
She was asleep and then teacher just asked a question and then she's like ameamka tu cha ni kama alikuwa na
hizo wako zilikuanga mbaya.
orange.
Mimi nilikuanga nasinzia kama anafunza. Unajifanya unaandika lakini you're gone, my friend.
Tulifanya backbenching.
Backbencher.
Yeah.
Mimi singekaa front seat
Always
bana.
a backbencher nikiwa high school.
Mimi hadi nikuwe number 3. Mimi sizikaa front seat. Ai, uchopi na inashikia huko nyuma. Inashikia huko. But karibuni sana once more. And to everyone who's just tuning in, thank you so much for smashing that like button. I see you. And to those who are just tuning in, kindly ensure you do so. But you can has been dope to Mesema Yvonne. And we've seen shenanigans that may happen during the weekend. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
So we've had the launching of man. I hope it trends TikTok
Barbie
bana.
premiere.
Wakenya mjue kuvaa. Mjue kuvaa, by the way. Like you guys are literally making us look so work on dressing outside here. As much as me personally, I'm not really that into fashion. Vitu zingine hapana.
We are Barbies on a budget, Joby.
Barbie ni hustler.
You can literally be a Barbie on a budget, but literally look like an expensive
Joby Barbie is a hustler.
you can give Barbie.
Yeah.
Barbie
You know?
in Kenya is a hustler. We
can-
blame Zakayo.
Cindy K. What was that? Cindy K. What was that?
She's a black bag.
Ah, she's
What
a
was
black.
that?
She blacked.
So we've had the
Barbie.
premiere of Barbie, which has
Shonara called them barbarians.
Yeah.
Barbaris.
Barbarians.
I'm a barbarian.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So we've had the premiere of Barbie. Na to Instagram saying my Barbie.
Everything is
Now
going
I'm going to
pinky.
search for an important page, but I'm just seeing nothing but pink on my
Pinky.
on
But
the
let me ask
page.
you, why is everybody trying to be a Mara kuna Barbie, kuna Badi, kuna I don't know, there's just a lot of B. There's just a lot of B, and every woman is now a Barbie, even men. Men are Barbies, my goodness. Did you see men at the launch?
Yeah.
Barbie men with
Well,
pink, let me call it mauve.
Men are doing the Kenyan men are doing the most. Men, they are doing the most.
Yeah, I know.
You are. So I saw this during the weekend. Actually, I think, let me get the right fact. I saw that it is the fourth largest box office this weekend. The movie itself, I think it's supposed to be premium.
Yeah, it was a premiere in Kenya. Yeah.
So we've seen the dressing code of our dear Africans, and it was so pathetic.
Even Nigerians actually disappointed me this time. But I love Nigerian fashion. I keep saying Nigerians really pull up.
Yeah.
You know, when you tell a Nigerian to pull up, I'm not even talking about the sagging, the Dior and the capes, you know, the men. No. But if you come to the prints and African prints and playing with beads and all that,
Yeah.
Nigerians actually pull up. But this time when you looked at them, they were ish kidogo.
You're talking about
But-
art.
Yeah, but now Kenyans were ishiest. Ishiest. I'm wondering, like, what was happening? I mean, you know, as an influencer, if you're called on this thing, you're going to represent people.
Yeah.
Unajua, so people are going to judge Kenyan Barbies. And Nicki Minaj is disgusted. And atuangalia TV anasema,
Sasa hizi ni what?
Okay, I don't give a ish about Nikki and whatever thought she has on this.
but
I know
she's
the
a Barbie.
Yeah, I
You
know the
people
Barbie
are actually
team.
copying her.
Actually, personally, I feel like the song Barbie was released because after that, ndo alisema the movie Barbie natoka.
No, but Nicki has always been a Barbie.
I know.
Tangu kitambo.
But now back to us
Yeah.
as African people, and especially when it came to events, you know, weddings,
Yeah.
when it comes to literally celebration. Talk about the dressing. This is how we used to. Yani ungetokea hivi ilikuanga dressing, any celebrations it's like all about competition in dressing.
Yeah.
But right now we're seeing people doing work shit.
And you know,
Okay.
it's like copy paste.
Copy
Want to
paste.
copy watu wa majuu, but I believe tunge pull up with our own
Munge copy
prints,
vizuri.
our own prints to bring our Barbie. Unajua, like
Hata kama niko copy
Do you have
vizuri.
tailors? That is where my
do.
nini is heading. Do you have tailors?
We do.
What happened to tailors? Because I feel like right now we used to so much Gucci, Chanel bullshit that we wait to come out, and yet we don't even give jobs to people who can literally
yeah.
unaweza pata domto
Fashion
ametumia
designers.
lakini unaweza pata domto ametumia amebuy dress ya ufala. It's worth taking that money to a tailor.
Yeah.
For real.
And the people who have studied fashion and design, unajua, they've gone to school for this. They're really good at this. But now people want to copy. You know, I think people are so westernized. Even like Africans, they've just lost themselves in dressing code. Nobody in fact, if you dress a kitengo or an African print,
You are
unaka
down to
shamba.
I know.
Unajua, I'm like, yo, this is our
Kitenge.
originality. This is our
Kitenge is
print.
expensive.
Literally, people don't know that. People prefer, let me go to the shop,
Oh,
let me buy
shit.
something that looks like some white person or some American
Kitenge is
person
expensive.
without coming to check on their own stuff. So we don't even like ourselves that much. We like promoting other people's stuff, and that is where the problem comes in, because now we are coping and we are work at this. You can't actually do people's stuff. Be yourself. Stay original.
But I think people don't understand the sense of Barbie. Unaona, Barbie, see, Barbie si uende ukae hapo hivyo mshosho, by the way. You don't have to look like an old person. Barbie it's something that it looks like a doll that you want to play with. Something you want to even kuguza. It's so
Yeah.
eye-catching. Sasa wewe ukavaa nguo ya black. Kwani ni mazishi ni swali tu. Anyway, the story, now my question is, okay, I didn't expect everybody to be dressed in pink, but at least wear something that is close to Barbie, you know, that is close to your nini.
My problem is not even the Barbie whatever, because this is not the first event we've seen. I think that we had ile movie ilitokea last time ilikuwa
Netflix,
gani?
and I talk Queen Charlotte.
Ilikuwa Queen Charlotte.
Yeah.
Kulikuwa na hiyo na kulikuwa na ingine pia similar to Wakanda. How was it?
It's Queen Charlotte.
Woman King.
Woman King. But I'm talking Queen Charlotte is the one that happened recently.
Yeah.
You
before
remember we
this.
talked
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
like Wakanda and all
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So we had that, and we also had we saw the shenanigans that happened. So generally, what I'm trying to say, if you talk about tailoring, if you talk about employment, because personally, I'm trying to revolve around art and fashion, and there's a sense African people we pull when it comes to events and celebration. Ndio nasemani kuna venye unaenda to event is like a staring of nothing but just clothes. Unaona, like you buy ideas from just someone's fashion. The next time maybe you're gonna be interested and say like, hey, I'd love the same type of thing made. Who made it? That's where the question who made it comes from. Are we trying to since we also try to blame our government in terms of lack of employment? How do we empower people who have studied fashion, design and fashion? Like, how do you create employment through these people? While on and two, you have to wait for second-hand clothes, go buy a bunch of things for $60, and while that $60 trying to do babi hizo babitu za babi sijui naonanga wakivaa sijui ma pieces kama 100 ndo uweze tu kujidecorate tukae kama dolly. You have to put I don't know what, you have to put some silly small tiny stuff which also are costly in their own way, because that you can say pearls are very expensive. But nobody, like right now, so pearls ukienda kubuy, as much as tunaona watu wanazirudisha kwa fashion, it's not the way we used to accessorize ourselves. Like we've lost, personally I feel like Africa somehow, leave alone this, I've seen so many events, hata utaona hata wedding, hata baby showers, unaona mtu amevaa unashangaa, but then did you have to? Is it a must to go buy a 2-piece cloth that is brought up by Western people? We used to make vitenge, and I'm saying kitenge is very expensive. It's na English or
like that's dashiki material.
Yeah, exactly. They're very expensive. But you have people right now. We talk about lack of employment, not having this, but we can't be able to create job for these people who are perfect. Wameivia hii kazi, and they can give you, even if you want Barbie, unaweza toa Barbie na yo. Kuna so many.
It's all about colors. Design, and it's all about, we have like a lot of prints. Africa is known, and Africa has the most beautiful prints. That's why it's called the African print. Guess what? Fun fact: you can dress in an African attire. Now, when the event Yamaju, people are going to be amazed.
Look at you,
Exactly. Like, oh my God,
see this.
What is this? Where did you get this? They come here, they buy our prints for the most expensive cash on earth. But now, as we have them, and we are not even appreciating. Nobody wants to put on African prints. If you try and put on African prints, there is a perspective when in Shamba,
you are low, you are way behind.
You're way behind. People have moved on, and I'm like, do you know we can make African prints to whatever design we want, to whatever sense of, to pull everything? Cause African print has a lot of prints. So if you wanted a pink African print, you can do that. Definitely.
At a plain.
Even a plain.
But I feel like Africans, we have a problem. Unajua, like, okay, we have these people calling themselves stylist, designers, sawa. But the problem is, unataka kudesigniwa na stylist mwenye anavaa two-piece. Yeye ameenda akanunua nguo pale hivyo. Your designer has gone to the shop, bought a two-piece, and then she's always wearing two-piece clothes bought from the shop, and you want that person to be your designer. How is that even making sense? I believe fashion is art.
Yep.
And without that sense of art, you cannot be fashionable, But now, imagine, Joby, I'm your designer. Every time of my life, you see me wearing two-piece. Now, where is the sense of fashion? For you to become a stylist, you have to style yourself first. We have to see that in you.
We need to understand art is about creating. And if you speak about a designer, or rather someone, and I agree with you, for you to call yourself a designer, a fashion stylist, first you have to be able to create. Put some pieces together, see if you can come with something you like. And personally, I believe, I think watu wengi tulikuwa tunafanyanga na dollies kitambo. Me loved tailoring actually when I was young, and I'll still cut pieces of clothes even up to date, as much as I'm so dormant to do it. And now unashikanisha and you come up with something very cute. That is part of style and fashion. That is part of designing and fashion. But now we want to pick, like you said, we pick in two-piece. Unaenda unavalishwa mtu tu anaamka asubuhi amesema since I don't have a job, I choose my career today being a fashion stylist. And they go buy two piece because people can afford to be in your brand.
Readily available.
You know, you're
clothes.
really available. But personally, I feel like we've lost it. And if you speak of art, if you speak of you know, if we really wanted to, because I believe actually this happening in Africa, we should do this the African way.
Yes.
Our problem is that we want to do it the Western bullshit way.
Yeah.
You wanna look Nicki Minaj with the white
With the
wigs
white
and
wig.
everything. Come on, be simple. Ata do afro, do some braids. Have you seen Art of Air too?
Yeah, I know.
People do. Have you seen there's this? She's called Sijui Leti, anaitangwa Sijui Leti ama ni Leta nanani. Anapenda. She's very famous. She
Yeah.
does some art with her hair,
Yeah.
especially talking to women, the
Even
society.
Wamunoi.
And right now she has actually a natanga monument.
Yeah.
Ile statue ya mtu inatengenezewa.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has that in Maju ametengenezewa because of that. Like she embraces the African hair and she's
Yeah.
been able to pass messages through that,
Yeah.
through art on air. But personally, I feel like African people, and this is not the first, of course, this is not the first one, not the second one, not the third one, tutaona mtendelea kufanya the same thing.
And you know,
Call
Joby,
people like us.
you know, I felt something bad because now when you talk about Barbie, you talk about dolls. But also this, when you look at now Africans, even the way we are created, we've been made to hate ourselves. Look at somebody, we used to have like white dolls. If you had a black doll, it was called an
Barbie
ugly
was
doll.
white.
No,
Yeah.
it was called an ugly doll. So we tended not even to like ourselves. Everything black was always ugly. Unaona? So that is something they put in our minds so much. If we had been raised with the fact that we could embrace, or rather if we could just embrace black to be beautiful, because black has always been beautiful, melanin has always been beautiful.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, now from Barbie you can't even find when somebody has put on something black, or when somebody has tried to be a black doll, it's now something that is not good.
It's
And I
not
feel that is
Barbie.
Africans have been created, or rather they have been raised to hate themselves so much, and now we can't even embrace our originality. Our skin is now is supposed to, you find people bleaching, you know, I'm so melanin, I'm so dark. You find now you go buy your kids a doll and it's always a white doll, and you can nywele refu za gold.
Then there's that
Unajua?
the admiring of
and
combing the
unajua,
hair.
and you forget, because an African doll, all African dolls I've seen that are black, they always have an
Evil.
afro, you know, and they always have
The
shaggy
hair
hair.
is hard.
Is hard and very, unajua, and that is supposed to be.
That is the dollies we have in saloon.
That is supposed to be beautiful. But now we are seeing that as so bad that now everybody, even if it's a Barbie thing, they just want to look like white people. They just want to be white dolls without even considering, okay, there is us black people and black is beautiful. Let us have our black Barbies if we want. If we can have that, let's embrace. Let's not hate ourselves from childhood. Let's not hate our skin tone. We are beautiful, born beautiful. Black never cracks. What the hell?
No.
Come on.
Get that. So personally, just to wind up on this, so that we can move on to Eric Omondi's and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like even if we're gonna be having more of these premiums of movies, TikTok, whatever happening in Africa, we still need to stick to our originality, and that is the only, actually, that is the only thing we can ever do. You know, even if we have these white people trying to push their agenda towards us, if you only stick to your originality, nothing is ever gonna change. Like you say, try to represent you can do the Barbie. You don't have to act all white. Try be African. There's this lady nampenda sana. She's always like on Instagram reels all the time. She loves this afro. I think inakwanga wig too. This afro,
she's always
and she's always catwalking. She looks
skin,
good.
I know.
She's dark.
I know.
Have you seen her wearing pink?
I know.
Like, it's just simple, just something simple. Now look at you, just a dark skinned person with braids on, or rather a afro hair. She embraces actually the
Afro,
the Africa hair and all that. Even if it's a wig or anything, she still embraces that African originality.
It's an afro.
You know?
Yeah.
Come on, I believe we can also still do that. And if so, kama wezi enda tu kwa tailor. Let us promote our tailors as well, because that is the and the people umeenda kwa tailor mjaluo. Ooh, sipo ubaya, not being tribal. But these people, these people give it the top notch. Yeah, you see the top notch. I'll say the top notch because Miss Kitambo, I used to love kitenges. I used to have kitenges designed for me in every type of way. Now they used to do amazing, manzi. So
I've
Tutafanya
always
baby
loved
challenge next year,
loved
sisi.
that. I've always loved that.
Now
Yeah.
to invite.
do better. But anyway, I said let me say hi a little bit to everyone I see on the network. I see Jiba Jaba Karibu Sana. You're saying hello, Jumbo to you, Joe Mosquito.
Hello.
You're saying Jumbo to you too, and I hope your weekend was dope to you too, Jiba Jaba. And Joe Mosquito is saying, okay, I want to see you guys wearing cheetah pants and giraffe shoes from now on. We didn't say
I do have cheetah.
we do
cheetah
have
pants.
them,
We
but
do have
we didn't
them.
say that we
I
need
do
to.
have.
When we say embrace African culture, you know, these are clothes that we're gonna keep on wearing,
Yeah.
but at least once in an occasion,
Yeah.
because man, misiji umenda maharusi
I know.
events.
Okay.
If you're really going to events
What's
and
the traditional
Guys,
weddings? You can die.
thank you, traditional. Me, I went
Oh
the last
my
time I went to a
God.
traditional wedding was my aunt's rorashio,
Yeah.
dowry removal and everything. Nilikuwa mimi unajua nilikuwa nimevaa nini? Unaona hizi nguo kwanza hizo zile dresses zilikuwa zimetokea ziko na hadi kapull neck, alafu ilikuwa na material mbaya, alafu iko na hadi chiffon. Unakumbuka?
Oh my
Una-
god. Joby, what are you talking about?
You remember those clothes?
Yeah.
So I remember my Bible. So me, I went to Shago, see my aunties, my uncles, where people are in
Uncles,
pretending.
uncles,
And
uncles.
it's couples. You can now it's even way perfect if you see couples or husband and wife
In
matching.
matching.
Ooh,
Matching.
that shit is beautiful. You won't understand. But anyway, John Mosquito is saying, Jibba is saying that I've never seen a pink dashiki. They are.
A lot.
Pink, plain.
All colors. We have
Any
all
print
colors.
you want.
Any print.
Yeah, we have them, and they're very expensive. Like I say, John Mosquito is saying that Joby stop saying 2-piece. It reminds me of chicken lol. Sorry, kindly go have some KFC or stop at McDonald's and do you a good time. And I see Keith is in the building. Karibu sana is saying
sana.
exactly 100% shmani. Jiba Jaba is saying Jora in USA 2-piece is a couple shots of the noggin
What's that?
to the noggin.
What's noggin? Noggin ni nini? Jiba Jaba, what's noggin?
Mhm.
We don't understand that.
Jiba Jaba is also saying that Right Money, the legendary doll first, and white versus black indoctrination.
Yeah.
It was so bad actually, and that is what has made most of the African people to hate their
hate
hair
themselves,
and
yeah.
to literally apply the chemicals to soften their hair because you've grown up feeling the texture of a doll. Then you hear now you as you're like, what the hell is
know.
this? I want my hair to be like this.
But have you noticed
Like-
when they make these black dolls, they make them look
Ugly.
ugly.
They
They
do.
have eyes that are popping out
And
they are
scary.
like this, they are scary.
But the Barbie is all dolled up. The white one.
The baby is even want something. Nice.
Clothes. Nice boots. It was the 2 boots for me though.
Cowboy boots.
It was great. I know it was
Cinderella.
and the kakichana.
I know.
Haki ilikuanga ujinga na tu blood unaona tu yani uko fiti mbaya. Anyway, as we move on, we also want to talk about Eric Omondi, one of our biggest entertainer right here in the 254. He did have a baby shower and he did have a baby shower and he's been mentioned to he's been accused of destroying the environment, polluting literally the environment
Water.
because it was actually beautiful. That is one unique way of doing a baby shower.
Yeah.
But pia mimi nilikuwa like hadi mimi niliona nikasema labda amelipia labda pia
But unalipia na masamaki zinakufa. If that is an outlet, if that is an inlet yenye inaleta maji kwa a lake or a river,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
kill chemicals.
it's gonna kill fish. So at the end
That
of the
is
day,
true.
people are starving. Come on.
Environmental pollution.
Not even environmental, it's water first of all. This same
Water
water
pollution.
is the same that is actually brought to our taps. Unajua, the same water we come and drink, because zinakwanga zimetolewa hapo, they're just purified and stuff like that, they come to our taps. The same one you used to cook. So hatujui ni ya wapi ilikuwa Naivasha.
I don't know.
So maybe Naivasha inakuja hadi kwa Lake Nairobi if that exists. So at the end of the day, personally I feel like it's rightful, but also Wakenya too will just hate. People are just
Lake
haters.
Nairobi.
People are just haters, you know. Like Kenyans people will, if you do something good, because now it's become, and then I saw people are saying ni madem tu ndio wamekasirika hapa kwa comments. Please leave people to be happy. Oh my God, what is wrong with women?
Wait for your time.
Wait for your time. If somebody is pregnant, you can just go get
Guy,
pregnant.
people are mad
Just
because of
1
someone else
minute.
is pregnant. Are you mad?
It's just
Don't
1
you have
minute.
anything else to be mad about, surely?
Just 1 minute to get pregnant. You can have your baby shower. Come on, be happy for people. It's not cool. Unajua, yes, at the end of the day, it's not cool to pollute.
Umechanganyikiwa.
At the end of the day, it's not cool to pollute water, but also, man, let's be happy for people. Eric has survived. He's a 40-year-old man. Let him have his baby in peace.
Let him be happy.
Surely.
Let him enjoy his fruits.
Aye.
Yeah.
But I feel like he should not be blamed at this point, because personally I do believe there are laws, there are directions you take before you do something. So kama alikuwa amepatiwa permission, you have to do
Because
that.
Maybe that's a waterfall is private, by the way.
Yeah, maybe he
like
paid
the
for
one
it.
we went in
Exactly.
Tigoni, it
Probably
was a
maybe
private
paid for it.
waterfall. So maybe inaendanga tu kwa inaenda, of course the water is going somewhere, but unajua like the waterfall is private, so you can do whatever you want with your private waterfall.
But my problem is not
The
even
streaming.
private. It's where it's going.
The
streaming,
water,
yeah.
yes. You know, they don't care about that. Have you seen people owning these private
This guy can do
Literally
anything,
anything.
and he's deep in working with these people.
Yeah.
So if they can pollute our own environment, who is he not to do it?
What are you guys saying? Have you guys been
Eh?
to our Ushago? Where people piss and shit around the lake
The
like
rivers.
this, and rivers inside
And
the
you
water,
drink that
and they
water.
feel it's fun.
not
Oh my
fun.
God, so disgusting.
But hey, Enrico Mondi is extra. Have you realized that he's so quiet while people are outside demonstrating, but now when people are quiet, people are inside are not demonstrating. This is when he's outside. Attention seeker at his bestest.
Anazipatanga si ati
na hii
ni-
time ya maandamano alipata time gani ya baby shower?
Si ndio nakwambia, anakuanga shughuli zake vibaya
But-
sana time watu wako outside wanaandamana,
This-
but yeye
this-
anatakanga siku yake hivi
yake yenye anaonekana dunia mzima must recognize me today.
He's out here, he's out
He's
here
doing
giving
the
people
mostest.
money.
Yeah, I love what he
Demonstrating.
did. I saw him. He gave charity to that guy who was arrested because of the loudest guy was arrested during the
Yeah,
demonstration.
because the police was actually tear gassing.
Yeah,
gassing
the
his
child,
kid,
the
yeah.
child, and everything. That was really amazing.
But it's
because
not his money,
I understand.
Yeah, people
People donated. That was
Yeah.
actually dope, because in most situations you won't see people. Ingekuwa tu mtu random tuseme tuchange mse, sidhani inge happen like
Yeah.
that. So I think he uses his platform in quite a positive way at times.
But
He has helped a couple of lives.
Yeah.
I've seen him bailing out a certain woman who was arrested, a hawker, some time back, and she was supposed to pay a bunch of money. You are a hawker, you are hustling, but you have to pay like literally $10,000, which is maybe some amount you don't see even in a month.
Yeah.
Maybe your rent is literally $50, and
Yeah.
someone is telling you to pay $100 for you to bail yourself out, and you
Yeah.
are a hawker. Why did you arrest me first? And why
Yeah.
can't you set up shops?
Yeah.
So personally, I feel like he's doing amazing despite him being accused of all this, and I believe he had paid for it. And I believe he has 1, 2, 3 connections to still him bailing himself out of this, whether he's guilty or not. So it is what it is.
But anyway,
Shout out to Eric
talking
Omondi.
about Eric again. Now, talking about cloud chases and all that, Eric Omondi has been, out there, and you're talking about him going to visit these people in hospital. Now,
Yeah.
he has visited that boy. It is super sad to even be
Oh,
talking
the
about
one who
this.
was shot.
Yes. Now, Eric Omondi has tweeted, or rather, he has wrote on Instagram, and the page is so disturbing. I don't even know I screenshot it, but let me just read. Now, he said, I visited the Jaramogi Oginga Teaching and Referral Hospital in Kisumu today. This is the hospital where I was born, and I saw and spoke to 18 victims who were shot last week, but one young man stood out. His name is Fidel Castro. He's 17-year-old Form 4 student from Bishop Obiero Secondary School. He was shot 8 times, and he survived. He almost died, but God gave him another chance. We are going to rally together and raise money for him and change his life completely. He will finish secondary school. We will build his mother a house. We will bring him to Nairobi to work. We'll change a life. I'm going to meet his mother now. Stand for more information shortly. Now, I'm not even thinking about what Eric is gonna do after that or this, but I'm just talking about now the real sense of why this is out. Now, this is because of police brutality.
Yeah.
And in the morning, I saw there's a new leader coming out to talk about how the president is really harsh on Nyanza region.
Yeah.
And during this weekend, I was having a conversation with us friends. They told me this, I couldn't believe. I don't know where they'd seen it. They were saying this policeman, these guys were in their own compound. You know, during Mandamano, they're just doing their own thing. So it's like I'm in my own compound, and then we are playing outside. Not even outside the gate. Like in our compound, it is fenced. The gate is there. Unless underage boy inside their own compound, really strong. I see the president actually, you know, coming to applaud in the morning. He was saying the police have done a good work, and through this demonstration, I'm like, which work have they done sincerely?
Didn't you see Gachagua saying ati nyinyi mnaenda huko kurusha mawe, ati mna expect polisi wakuje kuwachekesha? Aliuliza hivyo by the way. Actually he said kiss. Ati you're going there sijui to do what? You expect the police to come and kiss you. That is what he asked. Gachagua,
our deputy president.
Yeah, so this brutality is actually going on so deep that the worst part is Kenyans, even the innocent Kenyans, are losing their lives. So innocent Kenyans are the ones at stake. It is not something that is supposed even to be joyful about. And then you hear police, even this guy that shot this guy at Kibera, the one that was going viral, the one with a Harafat on the head. Nobody has talked about that. But if it was a common mwananchi ungesikia the next day Kindiki Kithure will be out in the press talking about how Kenyans have been brutal. But this time round, we see police doing the same, and nobody's actually talking about it. No one, even from the internal security officers, come to talk about how Kenyans have suffered, how Kenyans have been killed, how many lives. I even heard somebody saying, and this is still the cabinet secretary, he came out to say, these numbers are fake. Tell me these people with their register numbers and their IDs. I want to know them. So for them, they're saying out here that actually people are not being shot. Those are just, but they're also creating fear. There's this motion of creating fear to Kenyans, that if you see these numbers, you're not going to go out. If you see people dying, it is like they're selling fear to Kenyans. And once they sell fear and you're scared, then you won't even go out.
And they are arresting people for no reason. Now we realize they are just arresting people for no reason. Right now we were talking about Maina Jenga. We had Babu Owino and the
bodyguard.
Yes, and also on Friday the former president came out and said that now people are raiding his son's home. Imagine,
police.
And the mothers, police are raiding. Imagine his son's home and mothers. And today they were told to surrender all guns they have. Imagine. So what is this? It's like they are fighting them because Joby, you come to raid my home. You're telling me to surrender my guns. So
you've taken all my security.
You've taken all my security. So if you come to my home, you come to attack me. I don't have any weapon to defend myself. So I feel like they are fighting also them internally.
Well, we're talking about this on Saturday, and that's why I made a joke of Kamlesh was hoping to get home safe, because he was actually very, very furious talking about this. And if you sit and think about it deeper, today it's what we see, maybe them to them. Might be a scheme, but it doesn't look like a scheme, because we're talking about Moi's era right now. And most of the stories to Meskia Sijui, Ruto is a son, like a son of Moi. He's being, I was saying earlier, he has been literally trained very well of being a dictator. Not even a puppet. This is more than a puppet. This guy is a serious dictator. He's showing us he's capable of anything. You hear what which president, which government comes very open-windedly. We never used to see this Kitambo. We used to just hear about it. But right now it's become so serious and so open, where we can easily see this is what happens, this is how the abduction happens, this is who's behind it. We could just see the body of fulani imepatikana, but mtu ajui ni nini imehappen. Unaweza sema tu ni hao lakini ujui. But right now it's very evident, So today we see them. So meaning tomorrow it's gonna be journalists, tomorrow it's gonna be people who are trying to literally try to find freedom to speech. freedom of literally being able to live freely in your country, because that's what people are looking for.
Yeah.
We're living under, because it's like we're slaves. If you talk about the financial bill, we're slaves right now. Tunalipia loans hatukuwa tumekopa. Why are we doing this? That is the question. Because as we speak about that, yeah, we had Babu Owino, who was he has been released.
He was released on Friday.
Yeah, I see that Babu Owino discloses he was blindfolded, bumbled into a car boot to Embu, no food for 3 days. These people are willing to kill you. They're saying that Embakasi MP, East MP Babu Owino revealed harrowing experiences he went through after the arrest, kept in solitary confinement for 3 days. Babu Owino, condemned in inhumane treatment, ready to die for Kenyans, vows to fight against intimidation of opposition leaders. And the vocal Raila Odinga supporter accused the government of betraying Kenyans and harming hustlers who elected them to office. One, we need to understand, we never elected this motherfucker. He was selected. Okay, people did, and it's very evident. We see it very clearly. Whether people go outside there in the name of Raila or not, we see Raila's supporter. We can see the nation speaking.
Talking,
we can see the answer. How can someone just niko Nairobi na can pull massive crowd watu wako nje ya Nairobi?
I know.
This guy is capable of pulling up crowds.
We even saw women protesting in
In
Minnesota.
US, imagine you're able to pull such crowds. So don't come on, stop lying to us, telling us you selected nonsense. Nobody selected you. You knew, because one, if you were to select, we should have literally first eliminated you from the word go. From
Nobody
2007. From
Somebody
2007, we should have had you eliminated from this world, from the world go. Okay, you killed multiple of people, citizens.
You know, somebody was saying, if this is somebody who can ban a church and ban a school,
And
what
a lot
do
of
you
things.
expect?
Anaenda kuomba
What?
in the walls
Yeah.
of Jerusalem.
What do you expect that this person can do?
Mtubu dhambu zenu.
Exactly. And yeah, if somebody, you know, somebody is telling, if this is somebody who is capable of banning innocent people, unaona,
He is.
yeah. So what do you think this person can't do? Anything is possible.
He is.
Anything is
Because I
possible.
see also here they are saying that 75 of Kenyans feel like William Ruto is responsible for wrong directions country is taking. They're saying that slightly more than 10 months since Ruto took power, 72% of the Kenyans feel that the country is not on the right track. According to the opinions polls released on Monday, this is today, majority of the 2,400 respondents say that the high cost of living is the main challenge facing Kenyans, and out of 1,720 feel that the country is headed the wrong direction. 75% say Ruto is squarely responsible for the problems facing the country. Wrong. One, these problems began way long time ago. From one thing we need to stop doing is we need to look the root of the problem. These problems began from the moment we said we are independent. We are not independent. If you go back from our first president, he was a sellout of the country. So are the rest. And that's how the system was set up. So we can't say, yes, things were a little bit cheaper way back then. But if you want to blame Ruto, start from Uhuru Kenyatta, start from 2013. Because Kibaki's era tunge survive. Things were very cheap. Maziwa bado ilikuwa 35 bob. Ugali flour was 50 bob. Literally half a
Kibaki
dollar.
was the one who came up with the free education.
Yeah. And it was working by that time. There was no this mambo ya tuition. There was no you going to bribe a mwalimu in the class because you need to be tutored. You know, there was none of that. So if you start blaming, look at where the problems began. Actually, none of them have done the country any better. But if you look at where the situation got way worse, from these two goons when they got into power for what they did in 2007. That is what they did. That
And
is
then it's a
literally.
blame game. This one did this, so I am trying to cover up. Okay, you are trying to cover up and you took loan again. So the next one is gonna come. Okay, I'm trying to cover up the other loan. So we are going to play this game for life. Unajua, it doesn't make sense.
And actually, the hands on, I'll say literally right now it's the thoughts on us, and I don't know what to say even. Like the thoughts, ni sisi sasa tufikirie. Because we've seen Raila as still called on that was on Saturday, so that he said that the demonstrations shall still go on. That is from Wednesday this week.
6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
We talk about destruction, we discussed about all that, but the main point is, like what just Shmani read a few minutes right here. We had a boy who survived 8 bullets. 8. Ata nimesikia vipi watch
I know, you've seen the video. It's
disturbing. Damn.
Imagine this is an innocent underage 17-year-old.
A person who was not involved in the demos. They were
Me
just
should
in
me
their
die, cause me nikisurvive misikupate.
Wallahi
Ataduni.
And then
What?
the funny, now somebody was telling
Karao,
me, I
mtu
don't
anaitwa
know,
Karao.
hakuna kitu anaweza
Mimi,
do.
what?
You know, this guy has
Take it
no
to Sipatane,
power.
I'm gonna hunt you.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
gonna
you,
hunt
I'm
me.
hunting your
You,
family.
you have no gun. I have
I
a
don't
gun.
give a
I
shit.
will shoot you dead.
I don't give a shit.
You missed
It's
those
more.
8. I will give you 10.
Guys,
You're
no,
joking with
it's a,
me.
no.
These
No,
people are so
no,
inhumane.
Katie, and it's a high time we stop giving these people power. They have no fucking power.
You know, they have the
Let
power
go of the
in
gun
their
and come fight
hands.
me. Let go of the gun.
You think they are willing to do that? They are not. Of course they are not. That's why they keep
Because you're a
on
weak
threatening
motherfucker,
us
just
with the
put
guns.
into power. That's what they are.
Hey,
Weak
Go
motherfuckers.
and try hunt a policeman. Natakuja hivi. Wewe uliponea sasa na kuua ukufe.
Kama unakwanga na machunga ya karao. Mimi nakuwa na machunga ya karao.
Nobody loves them.
nobody loves the Deposts.
No.
Nobody-
Oh
nobody
no. What?
Nobody loves them. You know, at the end of the day, when you look at now the guns,
Kuna time
guns
utashoot
are
bullets
expensive.
zitaisha
Guns
utadu.
are
Sasa
expensive.
ukishutiwa Joby,
Guns are
what?
expensive. Nobody can get guns easily.
Yeah.
The only rich people who have guns. Now, what the police and us, the difference is the gun. But
They
without
have
the
power
gun,
in their hands.
yeah, without the gun, they are nobody. Because get this policeman kwa kona kisharegesha hiyo gun yake. Unajua?
Unaweza mpiga.
Unajua, at the end of the day, they're just powerless. It's the gun, and this is what I'm calling the agenda of fear. If there was no fear, if everybody would have guns, but again we've talked about this gun issue. Some people like Joby would just wake up and get
What?
mad and
Mimi sikupate.
shoot
Aki ya
people.
Mungu.
Unajua?
I
Now
want.
also you should be educated how to handle and when to handle guns. You don't know if you give an African person
Joby, you're
a
not
gun.
getting a license of a gun anytime soon.
Kindly, I shouldn't.
Not in this
Because
Kenya.
I'm going after all my enemies.
Not in this Kenya. You
Oof.
start shooting even us right
I'll
now.
go after my enemies. Oof. Unanikasirisha hivi kidogo na
Hey, I'm not ready to die. Wewe upati gun.
Imagine watu wanapigana juu ya PS.
Ati, a small argument. Joby is like,
Oh my god, it is really crazy.
I saw somebody, actually I saw this video on TikTok today. I've been so much into TikTok nowadays. I'm
Yeah,
seeing
you've been
crazy.
really on
Yes.
the streets of TikTok.
Yeah, I'm loving the streets of TikTok, just like Kib is doing.
Education.
So, I saw this guy. I don't know his name, but he's from the US. He was accused of killing his friends. Imagine. And then he was now charged. He was given he was given a death sentence. So he was going to be killed. And he's looking so innocent. You wouldn't say that he has killed. And the people are typing RIP. And somebody just typed on the comment section, "You're all RIPing this guy, sorry. And he's responsible. He knows. He confessed it. So you shouldn't be sorry. He killed more than 2 people. And it was just because of a simple argument. And he's a rapper. He's a big rapper.
Man, I think I said earlier on my show, these rappers especially them rappers. Shout out to the church.
I love rappers. Oh my God, I
Shout out
love
to
rappers.
Danny Talks. These rappers, mine, especially in America, I think say ujam tu because how ujam tu pala tu.
No, they use
Unaweza
their
magari
gang
te ya kushoot.
their gang lives. There's this gang thing, the Bloods and everybody doing everything.
Man,
Yeah.
take it easy. easy, man. That's why them jails are flocked with black people because, man, you know, you get something that white people are used to, then you see it's, you know, washazoea. We Afrika unapatana na kitu unashangaa, unataka saa kwanza kuimbia.
Tunakuanga I guess na ka over excitement hivi akafai. So unakuwa over excited na gani unaona ni kama toy.
It is super easy.
By the time you realize what you have done, that person is dead.
It is insane. I see Joe was clearly saying, Joby, calm down. I'm okay, but what I'm trying to say is, as we finalize on this, we're dealing with the dictatorship right here, and we're talking about this. Imagine that Kama Eric Omondi could not have pulled up, because I'm certain he's gonna stand with the parents of this guy. This one thing again, going back to Eric Omondi, you know, he's just Akotu is full of drama, but this guy is full of heart. That is one thing I love about him. And man, big up to the baby mama, you know. I'm going to say, kupata mtu akona the heart to the community, and you can imagine what he can do for the lady, you know. Like
now another problem. I hope it's not an agenda to come usimame kama Jalango.
I hope so. I really hope so, because
I
that's
think
what they
he's
do.
creating a path to politics anyway. We accept
Either way, yeah, atakuwa amesaidia so many lives, you know, because what I'm trying to say is, in this situation, that's what we were talking about earlier today. We're giving these people too much power, making them walk away with anything. Like, it is so easy because, oh, ni karao, matako yako. Karao nini? What? Karao? What? Wala sono jamii wangu anakunguni kwao. Maskini hoi hai. Akugai. Maskini hoi hai. These people have nothing. Me a guy, I've seen one and he killed a baby. He killed a child in the balcony.
Why?
Motherfucker, may you die wherever you are. He shot a baby in the balcony. Later in a curfew. Man, that story was so painful. In Michael, a baby was just standing in the balcony. This nigga just pulled a gun. Now come shoot.
Now why would you kill an
because
innocent
it's time
child?
curfew and you're not supposed to be in the balcony.
A child! What does...
Imagine.
Watu makasiriko huku nje.
That's why they are pro-post.
Juu ilikuwa ukionekana kwa balcony ni ngori bana. Unashangaa hizi ni gani?
Nakumbuka during that curfew time, mimi nilikuwa nakimbia nikiona 6 imenipata kwa barabara.
Sasa niambie, till when are we going to be projected to fear like that? Like I have to every time I see a cop I have to be scared. And the same cop wants $50 from me, wants a $50, $100 for what? Wewe, if you kill me, you better finish me. Usinibakishe mimi. Aki tafadhali.
If you kill me, you're dead.
No. If you wanna shoot me, you better shoot me dead. You're not leaving me like this and I'm surviving. Because I'm coming to hunt you. Okay? And that's what African people need to do. Imagine kuna watu wamepoteza watu kwa hii protest innocently. Like that guy we saw, he was shot unarmed. Karao kam target na ka shoot. Unarmed. You are shot just because you're a demonstrator. And then you expect me to be calm with that? Enough. Okay? Enough. It is a high time people take justice. Na tutaichukua kwa mkono yetu, tutapiga. Mimi nisiswai sawa karasha neka kofi. Tawapiga guy. Me, I'll finish you. But that's where we end up, you know. That's where we finish up. But I see John was crazy saying that Shmani and Katie, I'm okay.
Make sure. That is what he meant.
Why are you reverse typing, you know?
Maybe he was in a hurry.
But yeah, make sure Joby don't go throw stones any. I don't need stones, man. I need a gun. Enough of the stones even. They're not doing justice. Responsible for firearm owners act like a monk. Responsible firearm owners act like a monk. Don't seek violence, but be ready for it. Me, I'll seek for it.
Joby wants violence.
I love violence.
You don't want peace. You
I
want
love
trouble.
violence.
You want violence.
Just you know, saying what happened to the man? Was he caught? Which man?
The one who
The
18,
police.
18 bullets, he survived. Imagine.
He's asking about the police who shot a child.
Nothing.
No, he was transferred. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And this Negro was so dirty
That's what
looking,
they
all
do.
the
They
like.
always transfer.
Umsa alikuwa anakaa vibaya. Ushaona mtoto ndevu na tu uchafu. Umsa alikuwa anakaa. Anawaduna vumbi. Ameparara na anaombanga tu chai. Chai all the time. Chai. Man, you better educate your kids not to. Nikapata mtoto wangu analetea karao. Tuambia rudi nayo na usiwahi kuja
Na
kwangu.
sasa sisi wenye tuko na mabrothers GSU tuwatupe ama
Mngewaambia
tuwadison.
and I see
Maybe they are good cops.
My brother resigned. He said that those people gives him off whenever don't the offs.
it's crazy. But family, we're wrapping it up right here with the Rhythm Scoop Show. I have been your host Joby, and I do hope African people, you can just msiogope. Sawa, karaka kupiga mpige left. Sawa. You know when you get
Don't try that. Don't try that.
when a cop punches you right,
Hey,
give the
don't
left one.
listen to Joby. We love you alive. Don't listen to Joby.
No. Sometimes you have to gather your anger all together, be furious, and so show someone what you're
My
capable
people,
of.
we love you alive.
You are capable of killing, so strangle that motherfucker to death. The same way it was to kill you with a gun, ensure you. It was defense mode, self-defense.
Yeah.
That is what you say. And you say it's and stick to that.
Hey, what
okay?
if you're shot?
Let me tell you.
Hey,
The truth only comes from your mouth. That is how the truth. Just stick to your point. You are defending yourself, and that's it. Even if you shot him, you are defending yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. Period. Let the lawyers handle the specifics.
hey, listen to Joby at your own risk.
But much love, family.
Much
See you
love,
guys on the
family.
Africa Today show. Anyone doing closing remarks?
Thank you, family, for tuning in. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Same time, different place. Yeah, same different time, same place. Cheers.
Much love.
Much love, family. See you guys.
Josh, I must